Bill.
Fred, if Mark's been busy enough today, what are you doing to him here?
Well, Jerry Hale broke a rib earlier today or yesterday one, and it's getting so sore that he just can't drive. And so Mark's going to drive this heat in the still boat, and then we'll find somebody, if we're in the final, you know, a good driver to drive it in the final. But we put Jerry through about all we can ask for, you know, this weekend.
Okay, that's it. Mark Evans going out this time in the team steel.
The white flag is showing. The boats should be in a kind of a pinwheel configuration as you look at them from the air. That means we ought to be able to see the pace boat, that's Muscatel, stick out front there as they go around. And the last boat, which would be the inside lane boat, the DeWalt Tools, should be the last profile we see as they come around. That's just about what it ought to look like. Not exactly perfect, but it'll do. As they come around the corner now, we should have a start here if the alignment satisfies the judges on the start-finish line tower. Looks pretty good from here. They hit the line, the green goes up, and Team Steel goes off with Mark Evans right off the middle of the race course. He's your leader. DeWalt Tools on the inside with lane advantage, and Stephen David right between the two boats as they go through the corner. There are lanes enough for everybody down there, it would appear this time. And it looks like the DeWalt Tools comes off the turn very nicely with Michael Hansen at the wheel, and he slams the hammer down, but he will not be able to escape the challenge coming up from both the Team Steel as well as the pit stop. Both of those boats are halfway into his rooster tail, and as you can see, we move into turn number 2 right now. They come whipping out to the outside of his hip. Great battle going on here. Michael Hansen's got his hand full out there. Great battle for second and third. Ooh, a little bit of water falls on the pit stop boat as they come out of that corner, but it looks like Hansen will take them across the line, the leader after one, here in Heat 3B.
Yeah, Mike pushed him real hard coming out of the corner, and it really fouled up Steve David.
Did indeed, caused him to lose some space, 137.2 first time around. And the DeWalt Tools through the lower corner now. Michael Hansen still has control of this one. Stephen David is looking to go perhaps to the inside here to try to pick up some better water. In the meantime, it is the Team Steel with Mark Evans driving, pressing him from the outside, and staying with him also within at least striking distance is the pit stop on this second time around.
Mark Evans is catching Mike Hansen, and remember that is last year's winner, so that boat is very capable. Dave Villwock won the race here last year in that very same boat.
He is indeed catching him. Scotty's reeling him in through the corner. Again, Hansen takes him wide deliberately. He's got to try to do that 2 more times through the corners, but it looks like that pesky guy Evans is going to stay right in there. Down the front straightaway at the end of lap number 2, it's the DeWalt Tools still out front, and the Team Steel still giving chase. Across the line, 135.455 for Michael Hansen. Through the lower corner for the last time here in this 3-lapper. And Hansen's, again, going to push Mark Evans wide. Hansen comes out in about the 2.5 lane. Evans out in about the 4. They're just exactly the kind of driving you got to do to try to stretch out your lead, and that's exactly what it accomplished for Michael Hansen, as he now has a quarter of a lap to go, and the DeWalt Tools is going to pick up another 400 points. But look at this inside bid now coming from Stephen David at the last moment as he rolls into the inside of the Team Steel and is really going to press him through the corner. It will be the DeWalt Tools down across the finish line as your winner, but will it be the Steel? We're not sure. It looks like Stephen David is going to give it a try, but it won't have enough room to do it, and Team Steel will finish second place with Mark Evans driving. Stephen David across the line in the pit stop. Good bid on his part. If he had another half a lap, perhaps he could have pulled it off. And coming down to end his checkered flag lap, finally a finish and finally some points for Ken Muscatel in the computers and applications.
You know, Mike Hansen drove one whale of a race there, and he really is the sleeper. We haven't spoke a lot about him today, and possibly we're amiss in doing that because his boat handled this water extremely well, and he just ran away and hid from last year's winner. I mean, that was no slouch boat he was racing.
That's absolutely right, and his chances looking good. His stock coming up. We got an interesting looking complexion coming together for the final. Across the line now comes the Ultima Presents Spirit of Lake Chelan finishing as well. So in the DeWalt camp, they've got 2 wins this afternoon and looking real good as they head into the final. And of course, lane choice so important. cumulative points
Thanks, Mike. It's
makes
been a
the
great day for Mr. Hansen. Mike Hansen, again, you get on the inside lane, you stay first. That's pretty much the formula.
Yeah, it really works out well for us. You know, we started out the first heat out in lane 4, and that didn't work too well for us. I ended up with 4th place, but we worked our way to the inside. Now we got some points, and we'll probably be in lane 1 or 2 for the final, so that's a big plus for us.
I asked Pat this question, one of your crew members. Obviously, the boat's running well. Are you guys ready to win the final?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, bud.
That's it. That's true.
This is it, Tony. We want to win Seattle.
All right, Mike, way to go. You're doing great. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Let's go over to Bill Rocky. I'm here with Mark Evans, the man of many hats. You got a new hat on here.
Yeah, today I get another one. I drive these boats just to collect hats, is what it is. No, my teammate Jerry Hale hit pretty hard and probably almost broke his ribs. He's just really hurting, so they asked me to step in, take it for a spin, and get him some points for the steel team.
So you said you drove that hull down in Phoenix?
Right, that's the hull they call Lucky. They won the Gold Cup with it last year, and I drove it down at Phoenix for the first race, and I think I test drove it someplace else. Can't remember. Leland's got so many boats, it's hard to remember what boat you're driving, but it's a great boat. It'll do good.
Okay, Mark, congratulations. Let's go over to Rick Corella.
I'm here on the dock with Steve David, the Burien pit stop boat. Looked like there was a little extra width in the last turn down there.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job putting me out, but that's the job. You know, they had the boat length on me and pushed it outside. But the final looks like I think we'll have lane 3, which for this boat ought to be real good. We're going to put a different combination in it and just try to fly the thing from the outside and do a slingshot start and pull a win out of this.
We're looking forward to the big race.
I'm looking forward to it more than you are.